And good evening and welcome to The Guy with a Smile. I hope everybody's having a great Friday night as we start into the weekend. But we're going to jump back into Elite in our brand new shiny Cobra. Actually, it's not shiny new anymore. I did some stuff off stream on Monday and Tuesday to get some upgrades for it and trick it out a little better. We're predominantly going to work on exploration and we may try to do some combat once I make sure I have enough money now that I've done these upgrades. Okay. Welcome to the Grin Reaper Mark II. Okay. Okay, no outstanding transactions, so I don't have any missions yet. Let's see if there's anything around that we can take. I had tried outfitting this for mining, and it's doable, but it's just very slow, and the payout is not what I'd like it to be, and not what I need it to be for progressing in a timely fashion to my next ship. Ultimately, my next one I plan to get is a Asp Explorer. I've been looking into that, and to outfit it the way I want, I need about 14 million credits. And as you can see, my current balance is a bit below that. Actually, you may not be able to see now that I think about it. Nope, you can see it right there above my picture. You just can't see what selection I'm making on the... Let's see if there's any missions. I'm babbling. But it's been a good day, all things considered. It was not a bad day. We might try to do some combat later, but first I want to get some more money so that I make sure I can replace my ship if it goes boom. Because ship going boom can be a major setback to my plans. They want to do a lot of massacring. Oops, I never actually changed. No, I do not want to donate money to you. I'm sorry, I need my money right now. Source in return 5 units of beer. They don't even want a 6-pack. And it's in system. Nope, sorry, not 33 units of semiconductors. Don't think I can do that in this one. Assassinate Pirate Lord, definitely. Pirate Lords I don't think I'm going to be doing. Source and return 9 units of lithium. If I knew where to get lithium, I could probably do that. Deliver 2 units of semiconductors. A 17 light year jump for 52,000 credits. No, I don't think so. I'd like a little more than that. Thank you. $2,941 units of non-lethal weapons? Tempting, but I don't want to make that many trips. The Brotherhood of the Dark Circle. Assassinate, assassinate, massacre, massacre, massacre. It's what I would tend to expect from some group that calls themselves the Brotherhood of the Dark Circle, but supply 6 units of landmines. I'm guessing I have to... Yes, source. Steal 2 units of consumer technology, source and return 5 units of... and a courier job. Well, we'll have to see if there's anything else around. One thing I did want to do... Okay, so I did that the other way around. Pound shop? Yeah, I don't have anything. Okay. Okay, let us exit here. First things first. Sorry. That's what I wanted. Galaxy map. What else do I have nearby? Shame I don't remember how I got in here. I think I came in through Ross Aminet, so... There's only the one station in system. There's a couple of planetary bases, but I haven't done a planetary landing yet, and I don't know that I necessarily want to... try that out for the first time on stream. Okay, we're just gonna... Okay, it is just a one-jump trip. Have no system data available, so we'll just have to go there and find out what's there. We're all filled up. I will have to get out to a little, Oh look, I'm on the side. Hey Sonic X2, how you doing tonight?
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear to leave.
Landing gear retracted.
As we line up on our next jump. don't know what's out here yet. Hey! Good, good. Alpha Gaming's a pretty good group over there. I need to get a little more active on their Discord.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Just kicking around a chill stream tonight.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I'd like to think you found a good one here, but I'll let you be the judge of that. It's just gonna be a chill stream tonight. Friday's normally an off night for me.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, well, in that case. Oops, you're right.
System scan complete.
It's already mapped
System
out, so.
scan complete.
So, what do we have here? We have 3 suns. A trinary system. It's Elite Dangerous. Specifically Elite Dangerous Horizons. And that won't work because that'll just take me to the menu. So, let's go to the galaxy map and find someplace else. Top if I throttled up. And before we do this, I need to test a few things. Oh, that's right, I'm in Super Cruise, that's why.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, sorry. Don't want to charge you, I want to drop out. You know what? We'll just go ahead and... We will just go ahead and...
Frameshift drive charging.
So...
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Well, I don't know about the future, but
Fuel scooping.
hey Otto, how you doing tonight?
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. Move away from the star for a little bit. No, stop. Just close that, thank you. Ooh, 24 bodies. It's apparently a binary system. I say that because I already know what 2 things are, and usually the only thing you know up front is the suns. just about true, although here in Georgia we've warmed up quite a bit today, so. Gas giant. Couple of icy bodies. Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me. Gas giant with 3 moons, it looks like. Oh. I have some coworkers in New York that still have family up there, so I've heard some stories from New York. A large icy body. What are you? Oh, you're probably a signal. I don't want signals. I want planets. I want planets! I don't get paid for signals, I get paid for planets. Rocky Ice World. Ice. Ice. Oh, no. That's ice, though. Okay. Finding a lot of icy bodies around here. Of course, that's somewhat to be expected in space. Yeah, well, I'm mapping out systems. You can get paid for your mapping data. So I am trying to find terraformable planets or water planets, or I think ammonia planets are the other ones that are worth mapping. I got a couple belt clusters. And you're telling me there's still some planets in this category. There we go. Ooh. Gas giant with rings. Those could be worth something. Yeah, planets with rings are some of the best mining in the game. That is to say the rings, because of the density of the asteroids in the rings. Come on. Haven't found nearly everything. Missed.
System scan complete.
There we go. Okay. Turn the scanner off. Now let's take a look at the system map. And I don't think we found anything. Rocky Ice World, Icy Body, Class 1 Gas Giant, but it does have a ring, so like I said, that's icy. I think all these were icy. These have also all been mapped. Okay, so nothing to see here. Actually, that's not true. There's stuff to see here. Just nothing that's terribly interesting for the ship that I'm in. So, galaxy map. You know what? I'm just going to go out here. Plot a course there. We'll scan our way out. Fuel's full. That's a next one's a short jump, so
Frameshift drive charging.
that is correct, Otto. You can, like, I'm currently in solo mode, so I will not run into any other players. If I were in you can be in private groups, in which case you will only run into people in your private group, or you can be in full open PvP, in which case you can run into anybody that's also playing in open PvP, or sorry, I shouldn't say open PvP, open world, in which case you can run into anybody else that's playing open world. There's only one astronomical, which means it's just the sun. So, no point in hanging around. And it's not a star that I can scoop from. Oh, it is definitely massive, and the galaxy map is, I believe, pretty much the actual galaxy. Sorry. I don't think I can zoom out far enough, but... Oh, actually you can. So, and you can go to all of that. Now, I don't know that it's necessarily accurate in terms of what's in each system, but it's still fun, and there's a lot to explore. They have recently added a alien threat that is coming in. I have not encountered it. And thank you for the follow, Sonic. I have not encountered it, as I pretty much just started playing. I'm one step up from the starting ship. I'm in a Cobra Mark III, which is 300. Oh, I actually forgot to check that. Okay, the good news is, I think you guys can see it. Yeah, you can. So right down here, right down over there, a little further from my cursor, you see a balance and a rebuy cost. The rebuy cost is what it will cost you to replace your ship and everything on it. So you always want to make sure you have, it's recommended you have between 2 and 3 times that amount before you go out and flying in a ship. I believe technically you can. Yes, I believe you can go to Andromeda. You can definitely go to Sol. In fact, most things are measured in light years from Sol. If you go to a lot of the if you go to a lot of the external sites that people use for mapping and stuff like that. Actually, no, I take that back. I think it's just the Milky Way. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's just the Milky Way. But still, that's a lot of stars. Nope, that won't work. But how is, for example, we can go home. And you can see around there's Cirrus, Bernard Star, a lot of the familiar names. So we're going to Aridas Sector CRK A93, and we'll see see if there's anything to find there. When you go out mapping, like I'm doing exploration, so I'm predominantly focused on exploring systems and mapping them out. When you go back to a system, or you go to a system that has a station, if you're at least 20 light years from a system you've mapped, you can sell the data. That's another sun that I cannot scoop. And it's 1 astronomical. Double check that this time, because I should have double checked it last time, but I'm pretty sure this is just going to be the sun. Yep, 1 body. So, nothing to map here. Although, technically just entering the system. If you run out of fuel, you are stranded, and eventually your life support systems will give out and you'll lose the ship. However, there is a group in game called the Fuel Rats, and they have a website. I do not know it off the top of my head, but you can log out of the game, which doesn't completely pause your timer, I don't think, but it could really, actually no, I think it does completely pause your life support timer. You can go to their website, you can let them know that you're out of fuel and tell them what system that you're in, and they will dispatch somebody to bring fuel out to you. That's if you're completely out of fuel. If you only don't have enough fuel to jump to an adjoining system, then you don't have to log out, because as long as you're just sitting there in space, you're not actually using fuel. Well, I take that back. You are using fuel for your life support, but you're using it very slowly.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I swear every time I start that, she says friendship drive, but yeah, there's also 2 in-game factions, the Federation and the Empire, and they don't like each other. So there's a human war going on, and then the aliens coming in. So there's a lot of things going on. There's quite a bit of money to be made. You can make a very good living if you. Since that said unexplored, there's more planetary bodies here than just the sun. So we've got something to scan here. So I'll get a little ways away from the sun, throttle down, and even though I'm throttled down to 0%, you'll see I'm still traveling at 30 kilometers per second. Actually, I don't think that's kilometers, I think that's something else, but I'm still traveling very fast. So, dink. Small system. Looks like it's looks like it's all going to be probably IC bodies, but that's okay. IC bodies, well, they're not the big payouts. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to look it up because they do a lot of their measurements are in things like light seconds and more astronomical units, so that may be a more astronomical uh, speed reference than I can recall off the top of my head. And as far as who you sell the data to, you sell it to the interstellar cartographers, and they can sell it to other players. I don't think you can sell it to players directly. But yeah, if you want to take the time to learn the markets and what sells good in different systems, or where the agricultural systems are compared to the technological systems, so you can go buy agricultural goods in one
System
place
scan complete.
and then take and sell them. So you can still do that. You can there's mining, and mining is extremely profitable if once you can get up into the larger ships. You can do it somewhat in smaller ships. Like I could actually set this Cobra up to do it, but I would be limiting my range because I would have to drop my fuel scoop, which means I wouldn't be able to scoop stars for fuel, which means I would be the only place I could refuel would be at a station, which obviously means there has to be a station around. Did I have another? Yeah, I think I have one more in my planned path. And once you get back to a station, I can show you. But each ship has a limited jump range based on its weight. So when you're outfitting your ship, you want to keep an eye on what your weights are and what your jump ranges are. Obviously, you want to get a good jump range because the longer your jump range, the further out you can explore.
3, 2, 1, engage.
And as with most things, right now I'm probably actually still in the bubble. I haven't actually, in fact, I'm almost positive I'm in the bubble. The bubble being the term for essentially explored space. And so if you go outside of explored space, obviously there's not going to be any stations or anything of that nature outside of explored space.
Fuel scooping complete.
Thank you. That process there is something I'm still learning to a degree, which is one of the things you have to be careful about while you're fuel scooping is because you're near a sun, the temperature of your hull will go up, and if it gets too high, you will start taking damage. No, the bubble is just a kind of a term for the area of space in the galaxy that humanity has explored, or where humanity is known to exist. So most of the big money is to be made outside the bubble, unless except in trade. If you're going to be a trader, you're predominantly going to be working inside the bubble. For miners and explorers, most of your big money is outside the bubble. Not entirely true, because void opal and what they call motherlode mining, which is core mining asteroids, is right. So core mining asteroids is where you get things like void opals and low temperature diamonds and things of that nature, which can get you a lot of money. It's not looking like there's going to be much interesting here in this system. It's going to be a bunch of icy bodies, I'm pretty sure. I may map out an icy body even though they're not incredibly lucrative, just because I need to get some practice doing it. Oops. That's asteroid belts. So what I'm doing now is basically called a detailed scan. You can also map out the surface of a planet, and that gives you a little more money. Things like the icy planets and stuff that I'm finding in here, it's not going to be much because these aren't considered to be usable planets.
System scan complete.
Wrong button. These aren't planets that we would like put an outpost on or anything. You can do planetary landings. I don't think you can currently get outside. But I think the next big patch is planning for that. Because you do have an avatar. And I think all these are just icy bodies. I don't think there was anything else here. And as you can see, these have already been discovered and mapped. So I'm not going to get huge payouts for these. But they're not going to be. So we'll pick something that's not too far out. And then there's other things like you can work up your faction with specific engineers to engineer your ship to be better. There's quite a bit in game. Yeah, you still get something because even though they've been discovered and mapped, not everybody knows that. So it's hard to explain, and I can't. And part of it is because I'm trying to come up with why they would do it game-wise. Realistically, they do it. Realistically, they do it that way just so that you can have some way to continually make money, even though things have already been discovered by other players. So now what I'm trying to do is that's interesting. Oh, it must not have taken that. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just jump to the next system. Oh. Where is my... Game, you're being weird. Because you're not actually showing me my distance to target. Now, I don't think I'm on the right fire group. I'm not. Oh no, I am. I'm just... What? Okay, I did not know that.
Cannot comply.
Oh, yeah. Fine, be that way.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Excuse me. This is exactly why I'm doing this, though, to learn how to do it. Probably a little too close. Yep. Okay, now I gotta get to the other side of the planet. But yeah, so what I'm doing essentially here is I'm firing probes onto the planet's surface to map out the planet's surface. So what I'm trying to do is get above 90% coverage. And I'm trying to arc those probes around the back side of the planet so that I don't have to fly around it as much. And when the percentage readout in the lower left of the screen hits 90%, then I'll be considered to have mapped the planet. And depending on how many probes you do it with, you can get an efficiency bonus, which I probably will not get on this, but it's all about learning. For the detailed surface scanning probes, you have an infinite supply. So yeah, they're disposable. For other things, you do not. you may hear me use the term limpets, which are essentially drones that you can use to do various things, such as you can get collector drones, which when you're mining will collect got a little more. Okay, I don't have throttle controls in here, so I'll have to exit out and go around. Collector limpets will collect your mining fragments so that you don't have to manually pick them up with your ship. Those you have to buy, they take up cargo space. And they're essentially one use. They can collect more than one mining fragment, but once they've been sent out, they will collect things until they expire. So there's no so basically once you use one, it's gone. Okay, this one should do it. Assuming I can get it in a good enough spot. Probably should have gone a little more up that way. Yeah, it'll probably still get enough. This is where you get. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
So, I'll get a little bit of money for that. I don't remember how many probes that I launched, but my efficiency target was 7 probes. I think I launched more than that, but okay. Now, was this our last system, or did we have more? Nope, this was it. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to jump out here. Oh, there. I don't need to do that. I've already honked here. Oh, that's not what I wanted anyway. That's what I wanted.
Frameshift drive charging.
So there's a lot to learn with it. I will say that. There are a lot of sites out there that have information that can help.
2, 1, engage.
And there's also I've found quite a few streamers that have been very helpful in learning some things. Okay. I have 8 bodies. That initial scan that I did just there and that I had been doing in here, that's what people in the game refer to as honking. So when you first come into the system, you honk it. It's referred to, they call it that because of the big boom when you're done. But that's calibrating, it's essentially calibrating your systems to figure out where the orbital plane is, because most of your stuff is obviously going to be on or near the orbital plane. Looking like it's going to be another bunch of icy bodies. Which, in my experience, is not uncommon. So far, most of the systems I've been to, icy bodies have been the predominant planetary type.
System scan complete.
There's also points of interest. Don't want to slow down. Such as, let's see here, one of the streamers I was watching the other night went out to a black hole called Thor's Eye, which is actually a very nice, a very beautiful area of space. This system down here is the system I've been basing out of. I say I've been basing out of, I just moved over there a couple days ago. But that's what I'm calling home for now, so I'm just kind of trying to explore the area around it and see what I can find.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive charging. Word of warning, you may have noticed.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
There is one thing special, but so far every ship that I've had, that I've purchased came with it, which is a, I think it's a planetary landing suite. Okay, nothing here but the sun. Actually, I think this was, to be honest, I think this is a system we'd been in before. I have heard some players refer to entering a system that only has one body like this and honking and moving on as a boop and scoot.
Frameshift drive charging.
So there's that.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
There's also most of the streamers that I've watched also play with a third-party program called Voice Attack, which allows you to use voice commands.
Complete. Fuel
Oops,
scoop.
that's not what I wanted.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Come on, fuel scooping, thank you.
Fuel scooping.
So I'm just sitting here. I'm far enough away from the sun that my heat's not actually going up, but I'm slowly pulling in fuel. Fuel scoop is an optional piece of equipment that any ship that you buy, you will have to add a fuel scoop to. They don't come with them. They are highly recommended because they allow you to top off your tank more regularly than if you're reliant on stations. And it's going to disengage here in a second.
Complete.
I'm going to move away from the star a bit. The reason for that is the star will block. You have to have line of sight to scan the planets, and the star will block that. Oh, never mind, there's nothing here but the sun, so nothing here to look at. I missed that when I did my initial unidentified signal source. I could find out what that is. Those will be areas of where NPCs may be found. Oh, that is something I did want to. Because I haven't tried this since I re-outfitted the ship, so. I wanted to see what my depletion rates are. Not too bad. So. Okay, now let's galactic map. Plot route. Good. It's going to take us through at least a couple that we haven't been to before. Also on the galaxy map, once you plot a route, the orange is my plotted route. The gray dashed line is where I've been, the route that I've taken in the past. The orange is my currently plotted route. A solid orange means that you have enough fuel to make those jumps. Meaning, technically, if I don't refuel at all between there, I can make it all the way to my destination. If you don't have enough fuel to get to a destination, for example, if I were to go to one of my other bookmarks, let's see here. This is one of the stations, one of the systems that I originally started in. If I were to plot a route to that, actually I can make it all the way there on 1 tank of gas because I have better fuel. I have better fuel efficiency than when I came out here. So that wasn't a good example. Maybe if I go over here. What this is telling me is there's an engineer that I have access to out here. So if I plot a route to there, I can actually make it. Jeez. Did a good job with my ship. Okay, anyway. For now I want to go back to my home base. Try to show you guys something and if you look at on the HUD there, right next to the what looks like the holograph of a solar system, right next to that there's a little, like a crosshair. The circle, the empty circle there indicates that my waypoint is behind me. So if I turn around and I do this, it becomes a solid circle, which means it's in front of me and above me. And then there it is. So I line that up, now I'm lined up on my jump point and I can activate my drives.
Drive charging.
It works the same way if you're traveling in system. That'll tell you where you need to give you an idea if you can't see the waypoint.
4, 3,
The game does also work with a program called Track IR, which can let you track your eye movements to actually look around the ship more easily. Hello.
fuel scooping.
What do you mean? Oh, I'm probably... Yeah. 30 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Get away from the sun a little bit and let's do some scanning. Some of this is already known. Actually, all of it's already known, which means there's probably a station here. So we can get out of this. System out. Yep, there's a couple of stations here. There's a couple of different style stations as well. This is a station, what's called a ring station. This is an outpost, which is more along the lines of a satellite. Outposts can only land small and medium ships. They can't land large ships. So if you get once you get a large ship, you cannot use outposts anymore. You have to use a station. There's also a different type of station, which I don't know if they'll have here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like a big 20-sided die. That's also a station. Either a ring station or that type of station can land large ships. The ring stations have fewer large landing pads, and fewer landing pads overall, I believe. But on this screen you can get information like what facilities are at the station, because not all outposts or stations have outfitting or shipyards, and not all shipyards or outfitting stations that have outfitting or shipyards will have access to all modules or ships. So it can be a little bit of that's why a lot of people use external websites for finding, like if they're building a ship, they'll use a website to kind of find where all the modules are, so they either can get it all in one place or at least do it in the fewest number of jumps. The game's been around a while, so there's quite a bit of resources out for it. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're jumping to a red dwarf star, so we can't refuel there. I thought that said it was a red dwarf. Maybe I was wrong. This potentially looks like it's been mapped before, but that is safe, it's fully explored. We'll find out in a second. Nope. A rocky ice world. And the different planetary types like icy body or a rocky ice world, those will affect, if you do planetary landings on those systems, the type of body that it is will affect what resources may be available on the planet itself if you go down. Degraded emissions. That's a signal source. You may find various things there. I have never actually done a signal source. My understanding is more often than not they're combat related, but which I at some point I do want to do some. I've done combat tutorials, and I'm not a combat pilot. That's all I'm gonna say. um, I always find it interesting when you find things like that where you have two planets that are essentially orbiting each other instead of one orbiting another, like that. Oh yeah, there's combat. Even in solo mode, there are NPC pirates that will.
System scan complete.
I've been interdicted and pulled out of like right now. I'm in what's called Super Cruise. Which basically enables me to travel within a system and not take days to get somewhere. Days, weeks, months. But pirates can interdict you and try to pull you out of Super Cruise, and there's kind of a little mini game there to avoid being pulled out of Super Cruise, or you can give in and either fight them, or sometimes they will just demand your cargo. Or, like me at the moment, if they were to pull me out and I were to let them pull me out, then they would scan my cargo and go, "Oh, you don't have anything, why did we bother?"
Frameshift drive charging.
But so it's combat is difficult.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, it's probably not really any more difficult than any other space combat sim.
Fuel scooping.
I think we've been to this system before, but oh yeah, this is the trinary system, I believe.
Fuel scooping complete.
So we'll do this, and there'll be 3 of 3, yes. So we can just move on. Now, as you may have noticed, when jumping between systems, you don't want to activate your jump and then, like, step away from your keyboard. I say this because you always come out of the jump faced into the sun. And thankfully I have not directly experienced losing my ship that way, but you can overheat if you get too close to the sun. And you will lose everything. Well, unless you can... I have come back, and I had gotten close enough to the sun that my ship had dropped out of Super Cruise.
Fuel scooping.
And was taking damage.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Everything you do, essentially, and now we'll go because this is home. So we'll set our destination. Slow our speed down. Okay, now I have the displays that I expect to have. It's behind me. I'm not sure what happened with that last one. Sometimes if something is close to the sun, like this is kind of near the sun, it can be a little difficult after jumping in to not overshoot it, because as you start to get away from the sun, you will start to, particularly if you came in on one side of the sun and you're going to the other side, you will get some slingshot effect. And you'll pick up a lot of speed as you pull away from the sun. So it makes it really easy to overshoot your target if it's in one of the early orbits. This is probably one of my least favorite station types. Just because it can be the hardest to find the entrance. And if you directly under my camera, you can see two bars there, distance and speed, and they have a blue area. What I want to get is I want to get those indicators both for distance and speed both in the blue, and then I can exit out of Super Cruise. I can safely exit out of Super Cruise within my target area. So yeah, probably slowed down a little more than I needed to. I have the Incidentally, I have the orbit indicators turned on, so like the yellow line there, you can see where the orbit of the station is. You can toggle those on or off. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know it's a conflict zone. And then as soon as I get up in here, safe disengage ready, I can disengage my drive and
Delay Seagulf, Uniform Yankee. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
yes, I will. Okay, man, take it easy. Here's the mail slot. Or is it? Nope, that's not the mail slot. False alarm. Oh, don't sound so pathetic. Here's the mail slot. Nope, that's not it either. There it is. I saw you, I know I did.
Scan detected.
Yeah, scan me all you want.
Scan detected.
Oh, totally my pleasure. There's the mail slot. Now one.
Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 28.
Two eight. I'm sorry, where is pad 28? Here it is.
Landing gear deployed.
And touchdown.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew. Welcome, Commander.
Okay, Starport Services. Let's see if we got any money. Probably didn't get too much, but yeah, only 36,000. Let's say, because a lot of these weren't really all that far away. Yeah, if I already, get a little further away, I mean, there's 116,000 right there. There's another almost 100,000 there. Oh, that was the other thing that I wanted to do. Welcome to Ray Gateway. Anyway. What was it I wanted? Top off the fuel tanks while I'm here. I don't think I wanted. Pretty sure it's not the shipyard that I want. Ah, ship transfer. It is the shipyard that I want. So yeah, if you have ships somewhere else, you can get them transferred to your current station. It costs time and takes time and costs money. But I am gonna go ahead and have that sent in. Transfer options. You cannot undo this action because basically once you do it, it's going to be in transit. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want eventually. But that's way down the road. Because that is, well, I mean, it's 124 million just for the ship. But let me look into the Python. Is Python large? No, Python's a medium. But that's the next one that I'm shooting for. And I do want to get one of those too, just because I like the way they look. Sidewinder, of course, is what you start with. Yeah, once that gets here, maybe I'll do a combat mission in it. Hey, something scratched my paint. Anyway, any missions? Got some time to kill. Well, 6 light years, that's going to be one jump most likely. If nothing else, we have that option. It's only 77,000, but also for anybody that might be interested, any mission that has that symbol on it means that it requires planetary landing. Oh, that was one thing I was gonna do. Yeah, for planetary landing, you need a planetary approach suite, which most ships come standard with, but you can take them off if you want. But just keep in mind that if you do take them off, then you won't be able to do planetary landings. Once on a ship, if you want to do anything on the surface of the planet, you also need a... I don't have one on this because I didn't want to take up the space, but you also need a... I think they have them here. A planetary vehicle hangar. So that you have a planetary vehicle that you can take out onto the surface of the planet. Otherwise, you can fly around, but you can't, and land, but you can't really do much else. But so it's I'm really enjoying the game. Six units of semiconductors, 12 light years for 120. It might be doable. Well, I mean, it's doable. Might be worth it is more. Liberate 2 bootleg liquor. That's not what I wanted to do. Source and return 30 units. Courier job. $212 units of personal weapons. 42 units of personal weapons. That's supply them, which means I have to get them myself. Deliver 2,000 units of polymer. No, thank you. Massacre the Brotherhood of the Dark Circle ships. I'm assuming, okay. I was gonna say, I'm assuming I am not on the Brotherhood of the Dark Circle person. Supply 10 units of landmines. Take 21 units of non-lethal weapons. 19, that's definitely 2 jumps. And it's going to be 2 trips, because I can't take 21. I think I only have 16 units of space. Actually, no, I may have more than that. Deliver war supplies. The other thing is, a lot of things like that, I think anything with the little 3 circles in a circle, I think that means it's a wing mission, which means it's intended to be done in a wing. So you're intended to have multiple ships helping you with it. "22 units of progenitor cells, that's almost 400,000. 14 light years, 2 jumps max. Let me double check what my cargo capacity is. Because, oops, the wrong one. 4 is what I wanted. Inventory. Cargo capacity is 36. Yes, I don't have any cabins. Okay, so that was 36 cargo capacity if I remember correctly, so we could take that 22 and make a good bit of money. If I can find it again. "22 units of progenitor cells in the name of democracy. 14 light years, almost 400,000 credits. So not quite, but nearly doubling my money. So yeah, we will take that. Open galaxy map. Plot the course. It's going to be 2 jumps. Yeah, it'll be 2 jumps. To 2 systems that we haven't been to before. Not going to be far enough away to sell the data, but oops, I actually have to accept the mission. And then I have to load the 22 items onto the ship. Now, let's go make some money.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. What if I'm leaving, though? Oops, speeding. I don't need a speeding ticket.
charging.
I do like that most of the station personnel are at least reasonably polite. I've had some. I think they were. I think it was an Imperial base.
3, 2, 1, engage.
That they were a bit short. Oh, this is our trinary system. Never mind. Actually, is that true? Nope. This is not our trinary system. But it's already been mapped. Just out of curiosity, what do they have here? They actually have a shipyard here. I have to keep that in mind.
Frameshift drive charging.
Bright star, bright star.
Fuel scooping. Incoming mission critical message.
Oh boy.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yep, I was expecting that. Oh man. You really want me, don't you, man? Half tempted to try my hand out on combat, but if I didn't have a hull full of cargo, I might. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir, I have a delivery to make. That right there is how you evade not one, but two interdictions. Oh, I forgot to. I'll need to scan this system. Although I'm finding a lot of the stuff just by flying past it. Oops, slowed down too soon. Okay, speed's in the blue, distance will be shortly. The biggest problem you run into with the outposts like this is they only have 3 landing pads, 2 small and 1 medium. So you can't actually get out here and they'll deny you landing because they don't have an open pad. It can also be kind of annoying trying to figure out which pad you're supposed to land at.
Docking request granted.
See, like here I can't really tell what pad that is. That's 3, I don't want 3. Ruptured power manifold, that doesn't sound good. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit of distance here. I can see what I'm doing. It's a pirate station. We're delivering to pirates for democracy. Is that 3 again? Bet it is. Oh no, it looks like it might be 2. Yep, that's 2. Okay.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Service Grin, report immediately to docking bay 4.
And touchdown.
Engines disengaged.
Starport services, please. Welcome to Smith Depot. Deliver all 22 items, please. Thank you. And complete the mission. I need the money, so I'll take the full payout. Thank you. People like me more. Now. And I am considerably more money now. Now, I could have brought... If I had fought the pirate and killed him, I would have gotten additional money, both for his bounty and an additional bonus for the mission, but... Like I said, I am not confident enough in my combat skills to risk cargo. Like that, so I prefer just to get out of there. Oh, they actually have outfitting here, I'm impressed. Top the tanks off while we're here. Let's see if I can sell you any. Ooh, yes I can. So close. If I was 2 light years further out, I could have sold that one then. Anyway. Don't need to hire any crew yet because I don't have a ship that can take it. Can't take passengers. They're an extraction-based economy, which means chances are you can get good mineral prices here if you want to haul minerals. But it means it's a lousy place to mine. Well, it's a lousy place to sell mining, more than likely. Deliver 21 units of cobalt. 14 light years away for 200,000. Might do that. Federal Navy supply mission. That is, I'm assuming, the start of a mission chain. It's the chain icon. Hostile ships may be sent against you. Mission failure could lead to a fine. Not interested in starting a chain just yet, though. Because I have no idea where that's going to go. Outbreak data, personal effects salvage. Courier for sensitive data. Source and return, courier. courier missions. 17 light years for 100,000. Disable the settlement power grid. No, I don't think so. It's a fleet mission anyway. Light years for 100,000. 18 light years for 200,000. That's it. Was it you? Yes. Oh, and it's a one jump. Oh no, two jumps. To Palante and then there. I still didn't accept the mission though. Load up the items. I topped off the fuel. They have to turn me around.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
So before I do that, 25 bodies. Oops, you're right. I have to.
Cannot comply.
Yeah. Forgot I gotta get outside the no fire zone first.
Cannot comply.
Well, then retract them.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cannot comply.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
This one's not completely mapped. I always find it interesting when you have a system like this that's not completely mapped. Yet, there's stations here. Ooh, rings. I like rings. You're just a gas giant. So many little bodies. Ooh, look, more rings. Probably low temperature diamonds there.
System scan complete.
Well. Gas giant. Rocky bodies. Methane rich. Okay, now we can get on our merry way to delivering this stuff.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
That's not what I wanted. Okay, that's that system. So nothing here. It's already all discovered. Let me double check that. Three of three. Yep, thought so. So on to our destination.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Sorry, solid stream tonight. Couple drop frames, but nothing. Hey gamers.
Fuel scooping.
Gave you the epic music as you came in too. Seven bodies. Just topping off the fuel tanks.
Fuel scooping complete.
Move away from the star. Sir, move away from the star. 7 of 7 there. This has already been mapped out, so we don't need to do anything else. But I think this is our delivery system. Yes, it is. Now, let's see, we didn't get an email, so nobody's likely to attack us. Sidewinder arrived. And I've raised my reputation to cordial with a couple more groups. Woo, 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 woo. Slow down there, Tex. And that's an overshoot. That's what happens when I, that's what happens when I text and drive. Okay, I wasn't texting, but I was reading chat. It's kind of like texting. Williams Dock. Coming in. Should have the speed degraded. Plenty of time. In fact, yeah, we're under speed now. We just need to get in the right distance and we can drop.
Lacey, Golf, Uniform, Yankee, FFC channel open. Submit a request if you wish to dock at this facility, Commander. Approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 2-1.
Okay, in that case I got base.
Decrease speed to within safe limits, Commander.
Yeah. Decrease speed within safe limits. Okay, we're going to 21, which is right there. Yeah. I'm not.
Landing gear deployed.
This is a no-stop zone, Commander. Loitering
Yeah.
will not be tolerated.
I'm not loitering.
This station operates
And touchdown.
Docking confirmed. You may disembark when ready. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Actually, technically speaking, I can't disembark because it's not in game yet. As lead guitarist, I'm sure he can do that too. Deliver 21 items, please. Thank you. Complete the mission. Take my payout.
Incoming message.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, gamers, it was your idea. Just saying. Okay, 1 million in the bag, 13 more to go, and we'll have our new ship. Check to see if there's anything I can sell. I'm doubting it. Yeah. Haven't got far enough out of the area that I've been flying. So, you know what? We're just gonna head back to the home base. And I'll probably end up spending some money.
Detach is good. You are go for departure.
Landing gear retracted.
Obey the code. Actually, it'll be a little better indicator when you're. Of course, I guess technically you're in space, so you're never really level. It's just how you're oriented regarding everything else.
Starship 240, request engine start. Scheduling departure now.
Okay, now. I think we determined there's nothing to scan here. Was there anything interesting here? No. It's a pretty boring system. High metal content. Argon rich. First mapped by Please Res Me. Icy body, icy body, icy body, and an icy body. So yeah, not really much of interest.
All clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Thank you, Control, I will.
Frameshift drive charging.
Welcome, Commander. Please maximize.
Yes, icy body.
4, 3,
2, 1.
engage.
Boom. Ouch. Ugh. not fly into the sun.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Well, you do have a reputation. Let us go home. And yeah. So not gonna be a bad approach, even though I technically overshot. It's going to bring me in a way that I'll be facing the quote-unquote mail slot, so... Yes, I know, I'm entering a conflict zone. But I'm friendly with the people here. I can tell by the green brackets.
Delay Golf Uniform Yankee. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Yes, I will. Okay, hold on, guy. No, hold on. I'll take you out in a little bit, but I gotta land first.
Permission authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 1-4. Approach is good. Maintain current heavy.
Pad 1-4, there it is. No, no, no. Go, lay down. Settle down, I'll take you out in just a minute. No, I will take you out in just a minute.
This is a message to
Landing gear deployed.
please reduce your speed when maneuvering your ship outside.
Yeah, well, if he wouldn't wait forever.
Docking restraints engaged.
I will be right back, folks.
For the safety of the passengers, please be considerate of other vessels while traversing the main access corridor. Access to docking bay facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit a request before entering the docking bay. This is a flight regulation announcement. Please proceed to landing on the assigned docking pad in a timely manner and refrain from obstructing other areas. In the interest of improving traffic flow within the docking bay, we request that pilots avoid blocking access to docking pads. This is a flight regulations reminder. Please do not obstruct the access corridors during arrival or departure. Thank you and enjoy your stay.
Security Patrol, X-ray 35, commencing reback.
We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to landing pads during arrival and departure.
Okay, now let's get back. There we go.
We advise commanders to be aware of your safety whilst
Welcome to Ray Gateway. But I want my new ship now.
we extend a warm welcome to new arrivals at this facility and wish a safe journey to all departures.
Now, like I said, we're probably going to spend some of that money we just earned to upgrade this thing a little bit. That's what I wanted to do. Do. A little more power draw for a little more shield strength. And less overall tonnage. Which thus makes me a little faster and increases my jump range a bit. I'm not too worried about jump range because I'm really just outfitting this for combat. 2C will keep me this, basically keep my current jump range and just increase my shield strength. Let's see. Lay down, Bo. Oh, lay down. Lay down. And for a gimbaled burst laser, sliding 3% increase in damage per second. Go with the pulse. Go with railguns? No. Probably can't afford them. Not as expensive as I thought. But a little more power draw than what I... An E fix would be a 57% increase in damage per second. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the burst lasers. Fixed. Yes, yes. Now, finish the frameshift drive. I think that's all I can really turn off. I know, fuel scoop I can. Okay. So, now let's see if we can get... Let's see if we can get ourselves blown up. Okay, not blown up. No, I don't want to massacre people. Light years away. Assassinate deserter, 750,000. I'm thinking that's probably going to be a little over my head. People's met 20 liberals. $200,000, probably more than I can. Assassinate deserter, 300. That's a fleet mission. $200,000. Okay, well, we'll... My little sidewinder.
Ship released. You are clear to
Landing
leave.
gear retracted. Power plant capacity exceeded.
Well, let's see if you did what you were supposed to do.
now lifted. Until next time, Commander.
Oh, you know, I probably don't have that set up on a fire group. Belt cluster, I could probably go hang out there and find some pirates.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I have no idea what we're gonna find when we get here, so okay, that's what I thought. The regulatory state versus the Dark Brother, or the Brotherhood of the Dark Circle. I don't know. In the Elder Scrolls games, I'm usually a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Maybe I should side with the Dark Circle. I don't know. Kai strikes me as more of a regulatory state guy, though. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing much in the way of. Uh,
Watch your back, pilot.
System Defense Force.
Heavy fire. Frameshift flight maneuvers. Weapons flight.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Delta 2-9 are falling back. Canopy breach. I'm venting O2.
Venting O2 is not good.
Bravo 2 Delta. Stay on my wing. Moving to attack.
Oh, there it is. Oi.
Delta 3 inbound combat zone. Hold tight, Bravo team. Enemy on my team. Good to have you on the team, Commander.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I've got eyes on the primary. Moving to engage.
Enemy is critical. Air on in charge. Commencing retreat. Laser overload. Diverting power to the west.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack. Hull integrity compromised. Hull integrity critical.
Target check.
Under attack.
Oops.
Eject. 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 Eject.
Boom. Not ready for combat. Do 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 do. Definitely say not ready for combat zones.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the
Landing
station
gear
perimeter.
retracted. Plant capacity exceeded. Cannot comply.
Mm.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Stop. Actually, I already did that. Oh, it's on the other side of the planet. You're dead to me. Encoded emissions. Distress call. Safe. Degraded emissions. Threat level low. No, we'll go check that out. Now I should be able to. Is it under contacts? No. Degraded emissions threat 3. Nope, don't want to do that. Don't want to do the conflict zone. We've done that. We tried that. We saw what happened in a combat zone. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm gonna get to that in time. Yes, I got combated. I got bloated up. No conflict zones. Definitely not a medium intensity combat zone. Encoded emissions. Kind of a dispersal pattern. Ceremonial comms. Combat aftermath. 31 minutes to get there. Yeah, well, I kind of got the impression that was a fairly large ship. So, you know, in that regard, how's it going, man? And yes, they did not lie. Should confirm it is my birthday, it is not Guy with the Smile's birthday. Alright, smart Alec. Pardon me while I overshoot because I can't slow down. Hey, G-Soldier, when'd you drop in? Did you sneak in and I didn't notice? It'll make it to see me blow up here again.
Hello, Commander. You've entered a monitored area. A ship carrying valuable intelligence disappeared nearby. We'd appreciate your help recovering the data.
Would you now? Let's not run into the anaconda. I think Otto was referring to my beard. Well, now. Now what do I do? Actually, I think I know what I have to do, and I don't have the stuff to do it, so I'm gonna have to depart. because I don't think I can do anything with that other than blow it up, which is probably not what they want. But yes, I am a year older today. Doesn't really feel much different than it did yesterday, so I'm gonna say I've got that going for me. But okay, I'm just going to go back to base because I don't know what I'm doing here. And I don't think I have what I need. I think I need a hatch breaker drone. I don't have those. Thank you. Now, could you actually... Here, I'll tell you what. Set the destination there, and now we'll set the destination there, and hopefully that... There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Disruptive mass? Oh, I guess I'm too close to the planet.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Thank you for the loots. Appreciate that. Oh. Back to home base. I'm gonna try combat one more time, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take a combat mission. But yeah, I'm definitely not a combat pilot. Generally speaking, I think I'm going to stick to exploration and mining. Stop it. This whole thing where you suddenly start accelerating for no reason. Well, actually, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm coming close to a gravity mass, but... dropping.
Delhi Golf Uniform Yankee. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander.
Only because you'll blow me up if I don't. Oops.
Request approved. Prep for arrival on landing pad 4-4. Meters from touchdown.
Yeah. Oops, wrong way.
Maintain current vector, Commander.
Scan detected.
Yeah, go ahead, scan me all you want. Pad 4-4. And
Landing gear deployed.
don't slow down too much or they'll complain that you're loitering.
This is an security surveillance is
Oops. Scratch the paint. It's amazing how much smaller this ship is than my Cobra.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark. Report to station services for more information, Commander.
Report to station services to fix your paint job. Advanced maintenance. It's at 99%. Not enough scratches on it yet to warrant fixing it. Actually, my shields are up. I probably didn't hurt anything on that particular landing. Didn't hit it that hard. Okay, mission board. Assassinate deserter. He's probably 2 jumps away. Only 46,000. Chances are that's a combat mission I can probably do.
We extend a warm
feeling a little gutsy there. Okay, now turn me around so I can take back off.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when
Landing
passing
gear
through the airlock.
attracted.
Let's see how badly I can get blown up this time. Oops.
Scan detected.
Just because I boosted out of the base. Okay, now first thing I need to do
Scan
is
detected.
go. Yeah, scan. Scan. See, my Cobra could make that in one jump.
You have cleared the no-fire zone. Flight control signing off.
Have a good day, Control.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Yeah, man. Fill that tank up. Although, reasonably certain I've already scanned this one, but don't normally recommend doing this while you're fuel scooping. Oh, no, I have not scanned this. So, because while you're in that screen, you can't see your heat. And getting too much heat is a bad thing. Okay, good enough. Get away from the sun a bit.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Oops. Have beacon. High metal content world.
System scan complete.
Oh, come on, guys. I don't like being interdicted.
Frameshift drive charging.
Big bullies trying to pull me out of hyperspace. Actually, sorry, not hyperspace. Super cruise. This is hyperspace. They can't pull you out of that.
Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message. Warning, temperature critical.
Is it? And didn't cross 100%, so it's not that critical, but... Target's last known location has been uploaded to your ship systems. Well, to be fair, G-Soul Drive crashed and burned this one a couple of times, so... That's why I'm in this one and not my new one. Because I don't mind if I lose it. It cost me 1,000 credits to replace this one. It cost me like... What was it? 75,000 credits to replace my other one? Now, flip side is my other one's a better combat ship. The other one is a multi-purpose.
Incoming mission critical message. Power plant capacity exceeded.
noticed me.
Being covered. Under attack. Taking damage. Shields offline. High integrity critical.
Bye bye. Yeah, yeah. I blowed up. Definitely not doing the. Galaxy map. Flat route. Route plotting failed. Use. Okay, fine. Good lord. Okay, I admit I was a bad boy. I tried to kill somebody. That's a whole lot I can't get there from here. Okay, well, we can get there. Maybe we'll try replotting, but jeez. And the problem is I can't make that first jump down to there. And I won't be able to make that jump either. Forgot I didn't come out here in my I didn't come out there in my Sidewinder. Well, that's a problem. I don't suppose you guys. Oh, you do have outfitting. Yeah, of course you don't have any stock of anything that I need to change. You guys are useless.
Takeoff confirmed. Regulate speed until beyond the facility perimeter.
Landing gear retracted.
That's what I think of your regulate speed. Blah, 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 blah. No system data.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that.
This is a weapon-free zone, Commander. Acts of aggression will not be tolerated.
Nobody asked you.
Speed restrictions lifted. Flight control channel closed.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Sorry, I did want 4, but
Frameshift drive charging.
thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
If I'm gonna be out here, see if I can make any money out here. thinking. What's that? I see body, okay. And last
System
but not
scan
least,
complete.
I'm pretty sure none of this was.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, later than I thought it was. To find a friendlier station to
3, 2,
dock at
1. Engage.
and call it a night.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature
Yeah.
critical.
It's not really critical. Ooh, 48 buddies. I don't think I'm going to scan all that. We'll look for Class 1 gas giant. Not what I was looking for, really, but I was looking for something with rings. Like that. Still some more in that frequency range, so there's another gas giant around here somewhere. And it has rings, yay! So you're probably another class giant, yay! Not a bad system, too bad it's nowhere near where I want it. Oops. This is a messed up system. That's all I gotta say. Bodies all over the place. Icy bodies, rocky bodies. I said I was gonna scan all this, but who am I kidding? AC buddy with rings. Still signals in that range. Come on, I'm missing one thing. Oops, oops, there you are.
System scan complete.
This is one messed up. Well, there's the reason. Okay, we got some stations here. Repair, refuel. Repair, refuel. Outfitting, but probably won't have much. But still, we'll set that. We can dock here. I'm a small ship, I don't take up much space. Dock it here and call it a night. And figure out how we're gonna get back to our real ship without having to spend an arm and a leg. Probably off stream. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah, I get sucked into the sun's gravity well, so never gonna slow down in time for that. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope, gonna completely overshoot it. We have entered the no-fire zone.
Docking request granted.
Landing pad 3. Now I gotta just figure out which one of those is landing pad 3. Gets that one right over there. Ooh, they actually have 4 pads.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Wrong way.
Landing gear deployed.
Could you kick me over to the other display, please?
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Don't suppose you guys have any useful outfitting. Ooh, they do. We want to max out our money. Get a 15 light year jump radius. It's almost as good as our Cobra. Go there. Where are we now? Where it's call it 6, call it 7 for our max jump. That gives us 10 with no effect to our speeds. I'll go ahead and go all the way. Upgrade the power plant, which will not only give us enough power for all our modules, but also lower the mass of our ship and therefore give us a better jump range. Let's see, wait. I didn't want 1C. Okay, 1C. Okay, so. Cost us a little extra money, but we can probably now actually get home. Not that we're going to do that tonight, but let's see. Yes, there we go. We can now go home. So we'll plot that and call it a night. Hope everybody's had a good time. I've enjoyed it. Got some exploring done. We made some money, all things considered. We lost a couple of ships, but nothing major. At some point, I'm going to have to. Well, I don't want to risk my main ship until I have my next ship. Is really what it boils down to. So, hopefully, some folks were able to pick up a few pointers earlier on in the stream, and let's see who's online. Let's see who we can raid tonight. Yeah, there were a few exposures. Explosions. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna raid somebody I have not. In fact, actually, I don't think I've ever raided her before. We're gonna raid Cupcat, who's currently playing Sea of Thieves. And, we will be back tomorrow with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. If not, have fun, have a good weekend, stay positive, and keep smiling. We'll see you tomorrow night on The Guy with a Smile.